Hi, this is Rachelle Scrapcraftastic, and I've had quite a few Dollar Tree browse with me, shop with me videos recently, and I've picked up a few things that I want to share. I'm on an organization kick right now. Now is the time to buy things to organize from the Dollar Tree because a lot of the things they have out for back to school work great for organization. One of the things I picked up was this 3-pack of mini composition books. They are 50 sheets. Made in Vietnam. I'm sure it says somewhere on here what size they are. Maybe not. They are approximately 3¼ by 4¼ so kind of micro size. So we'll play around with covering these. One thing I noticed about these that I kind of like, the spine is squared. It's not rounded. You get 3 for $1.25. It's got this burgundy color. There's a blue one in there, and then the third one is black. So we'll be playing with those soon. Since we're in stationery, paper, notebooks, let's go ahead and look at this. So I have a Jot notebook. This one that I've shared before that I use. The cover is chipboard or paper cover. This one is a poly cover. This one says 100 sheets. This one says 100 sheets. They are both the same size. However, again, this one has a poly cover and it has a pocket folder on the inside. So it's divided by a pocket folder. Other than that, they are the same. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just a 2-subject notebook versus a 1-subject. Different cover. This one has a pocket. So I don't know. I'm thinking this cover probably would hold up better. There's no branding on this cover, which is nice. It's just very plain and simple where you got all the branding on this one. But I don't know. I kind of like it with the pocket in there, I have to say. That's a nice feature. The pocket page feels like it's made out of maybe 24-pound paper. So it is regular paper. But again, it's still nice. It's nothing spectacular. So I picked one of those up. I picked this up specifically for a detective junk journal that I'm working on. Just still collecting things and making ephemera for it. So I thought this would be good. It's not really a houndstooth, but it has that plaid Sherlock Holmes look to it. So I thought it would work. I also found these acrylic blocks. I have other acrylic blocks from Dollar Tree from a few years ago. They're all square. This is a smaller one. My only thing about them is that they are pretty thin, so it makes it a little harder to grab them to pick them up. But I guess if the stamp is under there, it's not so bad. And this one has the curvy shape, so that does make it a little easier to grab a hold of, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I got that. Another kind of an impulse to pick up these puffy stickers that have the metal look. They also have a vintage look, and this is, let's see if I can give you a close-up view. The inside has an image like of the Eiffel Tower. I think Big Ben is in there. This one says love. This one looks like postal or travel. But that is what they look like. And then I also picked up the smaller pom-pom makers. I picked up the bigger one previously. I have not experimented with these yet, but I do want to try them out. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a pom-pom maker video specifically for these pom-pom makers from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, let me know. They do have the instructions on the back, so kind of, because I have no idea how to do this, so this will be interesting. Okay, and I also picked this up. This is the label maker by Jot from Dollar Tree. From what I understand, there is no tape available in Dollar Tree for this, but I think I found some videos showing that you don't need tape. I haven't had the time to watch them yet, so I'm going to watch them and I will report back to you on the Dollar Tree label maker. I picked up several binders. I picked up 2 of the hot pink and 2 of the white. These are 1-inch binders. I'm gonna remove them so I can show you one. These are not the best quality. They probably won't hold up very well over time. You can see the covering is kind of rippling already, but for what I need it for is basically storage. I think it'll be fine. These are 1-inch ring binders. They're 3-ring binders. They have the traditional pocket, just a regular letter size paper holder. So I'll use this to hold stencils because right now I have them all stuffed in one binder and it's not organized and they're just falling out all over the place. So I have a few different ones that I can use for my stencils and I can organize them better. I also picked up a couple of packs of their sheet protectors. They are 16 in each package. These are not the best quality, not the thickest, but they will hold my stencils. I think my stencils have enough firmness to them to make these hold up well. So not necessarily make them hold up well, but to overcome their floppiness, let's say it like that. And I'm sure I will need more. These are extremely thin, extreme. They're not even as thick as the little poly bags that products come in. They're not even that thick. These feel more like the plastic in the photo books. It feels like that. It's probably the same thing. So I don't know. I may have to go to Walmart to get my page protectors. Wow. I expected them to be thin, but this is more than I expected. I mean, they can barely go on. So I would say this is a no from the Dollar Tree. Don't get the page protectors unless you're putting like a piece of chipboard or cardboard in them to hold them in place. I mean, it's even a little difficult to get them on the rings. Let's see if I can get a bunch of them on here at one time. Chalk usually does better than this, but I guess not in this case. All right. So that is on. Ooh, the glare. I don't like the way they hang out the bottom. All right, let's see. This is my current stencil situation. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna put all Tim Holtz in one, all my 6x6s in one. Maybe I'll get a smaller binder for the 6x6s. All of my DIYs in one. All of my full pages. I'm gonna figure out how to organize them. And I may get some page protectors that come in different, with different pockets. And if I had some good page protectors, I could make some with my own pockets. Now this is one of the stencils that I got from Temu. I shared on my other channel. You can go check out that video. I'll link to it in the iCard up above. I was able to mostly flatten it out. It came a little crumpled up, but yeah. I don't think these little baggy things are gonna work because that's what they are, like little baggies. Let's go ahead and put, and actually all of these stencils are from Temu. Go check out my Temu hauls. I guess I could put a piece of cardstock in here and that would make them double-sided so I could put something on either side. I'll see. Let's see. This is a piece of decorative cardstock, but let's see if that helps. It makes it a little better. I suppose if there was a full sheet of cardstock in there, that it would be better. Maybe I just don't like the way that it feels. But it's better. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Maybe once I put the cardstock in, and yeah. But I do like the binders. Let me know about the label maker and the pom-pom makers. So I picked this up. This isn't a back to school item. This is probably more of a kitchen item. It's a dish rack, small dish rack. But I picked this up to hopefully be able to set it on the shelf and store things like my cutting mats. So they sit in there neatly like that. Let's take this packaging off. So this is what it is. There's the information. I think you can find these pretty much year round at Dollar Tree. I was hoping I would be able to fit my We Are Memory Keepers boards on here. This one is a little too small, I think. This is my envelope board. It's a little too small for that. And then we have the larger version. So I was hoping I would be able to just set these on the shelf like this. And I think this will work. I may need to come up with something, maybe place something here to hold the smaller board in place. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so that is why I picked up the dish rack, so it can hold all of these pieces. I need to clear a space on the shelf for them, and I need to also figure out a better option for this because it has this piece on the front that kind of sticks out a little further than the rest of the board. But that is what I picked up the dish rack for. I also picked up a couple of these. This is the tumbling tower game in Dollar Tree. And it has I picked up two. I've already opened one. I'm hoping to use this in some way to build myself a storage solution on my desk for my ink pads. So hopefully I can build something using these. And they're just little pieces of wood. My son also donated his actual Jenga set to me, so I may be able to use those. I think the wood pieces in his are like double this size, so I'll see what I can come up with that. I wish I'd have thought of this before all the other little bits and pieces I bought, but I can repurpose those other bits and pieces. Just for comparison, this is the real game piece and this is the piece from Dollar Tree, so you can see the difference in size. I also picked up these highlighters. They are Zebra brand. And I think Zebra is the same brand that does the mild liners. Let me check. Yes. So they're the same brand that does the mild liners. And these are at Dollar Tree for $1.25 for a 2-pack. So anxious to test these out. We won't test these out right now. They come in a 2-pack and 3 different sets. I also picked up this bullet journal. This is from that brand, Crown Jewels. And I wish I picked up more than one. But I'd had a request to show how to turn just a regular notebook into a junk journal. So I was thinking that maybe I could use this to do that. So that is why I picked it up. But this would also make a great journal or planner if you're doing from scratch spreads and designing your own spreads. It's not very thick. It doesn't say how many pages, but the paper seems fairly, it's okay paper, but that's all the information it has. And I really like the message it has on the front. This could also work to store journals as well. I also found this fabric. I'm thinking maybe one day I might do Alice in Wonderland journal, or I may be able to use this for something else. But anytime I see a fabric piece that is a little different in Dollar Tree and it's something that I may use in the future, I always pick it up. Also, I've mentioned this before, always remember to take these little stickers off because if they stay on, they will leave the adhesive on the fabric. If they stay on over time, that's what happens. And I've had it happen to me and actually pretty much ruined that spot on the fabric. But this is what it looks like. I'm not sure of the measurements, but it is a fairly small piece of fabric. It's enough to do a journal cover or make a pouch or something like that. It's 18 by 21 inches. So, and 100% cotton. Hopefully you can see that information there. Okay, so that I picked up. I also picked up one of these 5x7 jot notebooks. It is just a regular notebook, 5x7, so you could put it in a 5x7 traveler's notebook cover if you have one of those. I'm sure it would fit in the Walmart traveler's notebook sets, which I haven't seen any of those in for back to school this year. I noticed that it shows in the Walmart app, and it's been showing there for a while, but it's not available in any of my local stores. So I don't know why that's there, but it is there. This has a pink poly cover. They had other colors, and I think I showed this in one of my recent Browse With Me, Shop With Me videos. So it looks like the dish rack will hold something no shorter than 7 inches in height or width. So that fits on there. I also found these when I was out of town shopping. These are roses. They are kind of 3D. They're popped up on foam adhesive. I don't really like that, but hopefully I can find a project where I can use them because they are really pretty. So this is another journal that I picked up while I was out of town at one of the Dollar Tree stores. It doesn't give any information about the size. It is it's about 9 3/4 by 7s. So it is classic size. You could actually cut the spine off of this and punch this paper and add it to your classic size Happy Planner or your whatever disc bound system you're using. I intend to possibly convert this and use it as part of a junk journal. So I'm doing the same thing with both of these. So both of those journals, that's what I have in mind for them. I like this cover, but I probably will end up removing it as part of the project and try to convert it into another piece that I can use within the project. Next up is this collapsible, let's move this over, this collapsible basket. I've seen larger versions of this on Temu. I would love to get a whole set of those and use those as my storage system in the craft lab because of the way that they open. That's a whole other topic. These are a little different. They are just kind of like milk crates, but smaller. But this was, I guess, my first purchase from Dollar Tree Plus. I only found one of these, and maybe I was looking in the wrong area. Not sure. This is the information. So it's 12.375 by 8.25 by 1 1.25. I'm sure they have other colors. I just didn't see them. Let's see. How does this work? Okay. Oh, so it opens up like that. So it collapses like this. Okay. So you pull it. I'm gonna have to move this. The rack. It's in the way. Okay. So you pull it up like this. It feels kind of flimsy. And then these, I'm sure they latch somehow, snap in place. And I think these side pieces are what hold it together. That's pretty good size, right? Let's see. Okay, so you can put a classic size in there, right? Let's see if I can put one of these half notebooks in there. Okay, I like this. So I'll have to keep my eye out to see if I can find more. Will a regular size? Oh no, that's not the regular size. So this is a Dollar Tree composition notebook. I'm going to be comparing composition notebooks soon. This barely fits, but it does fit. Let's see if I can get this in frame. So that fits. Composition notebook fits, a mini binder fits, and this fits. I don't think a Happy Planner would actually fit because of the discs. Yeah, because the Happy Planner with the discs on it would be wider than the basket. But it can come in really handy for storage. Again, it's not the most sturdy feeling, but just to use it to sit on the shelf to do some storage, I think it would work. Okay, so there's that. And then to collapse it, you just push this in, I think. Yep. And then the sides fall down for easy storage. I think that's pretty cool. And then I'm sure you can stack them on top of each other to store. Cool. Okay. Then I also found this. This is a little bit bigger than this, so this probably won't fit in the crate. This is more of a classic size monthly and weekly planner. I've never seen this style. This is like the Dollar Tree style planner that I like. I've never seen this one this big. It's usually a B6 and it's only weekly. So it will have the B6 weekly and then separately a B6 monthly. This is a combination of monthly and weekly in one planner that I've never seen at the Dollar Tree other than the actual student planners. This one starts January 2024. The only thing I don't like about it, and if you know me, you know, I don't like the color because it kind of limits you, or either you have to cover it up. But yeah, it's got horizontal weeklies. It still has a split weekend, but you have a week on a page. Not sure how I feel about that. And it goes all the way to December in January 2025, the beginning of January. Has a page for contacts in the back, one page, and then one page for notes. So let's finish flipping through January. So you got the weeklies. I mean, if it wasn't for the color, if this was all gray, and I don't really care for the gray shading either, but if it was all gray, I would find it much easier to work with. But other than that, it is a great planner. The paper is not flimsy. I think it's even a little heavier weight than the usual Dollar Tree planner. This is for comparison's sake. Keep in mind, this one is just the weekly planner. It does not have the, let's see if I can find an undecorated page. It doesn't have the monthlies in it. It's just weekly. So this paper is considerably thinner than this paper. This is a different quality paper. I don't really find anything wrong with the Dollar Tree paper. I think the coating that's on the B6 size helps kind of protect it from bleed through and shadowing. It will shadow. I don't write in it anymore like I used to, but I do remember that it shadowed a little bit depending on what I was using. Also, the header area, if you see here, it's more like a tan color. It's usually quite gray. This year it looks more of like a tan color. That's the 2023 Dollar Tree planner. So, and if anyone's, I'm sure I'll get questions about that cover. The cover is from Print Pression. However, I don't think they're selling Traveler's Notebooks anymore, but I will put the link to Print Pression in the description box below if you want to go over there and check them out. So that is it for this planner. Of course, you could always take this cover off and recover it and make it your own. You could actually take these pages out and use them in a junk journal or however you want to do it. But I thought it was interesting. Okay. While I was away, I also did find another piece of the Journaling by Jot collection. It is these little page flags or page flags for the disc system. They are on, looks like a Dollar Tree cutting mat, but they're on this plastic piece that can snap right into your Dollar Tree planner. So I have my planner right here. I did a video on this when I first found it. I'll link to that in the iCard above. I've also done a couple more videos showing monthly setups. So I've done the July setup and I have done the August setup if you want to check those out. So yeah, I've got these page flags and I guess they kind of work a little something. Let's use pink. I don't know why the tab part is the sticky part. It seems like it should stick like this, but only one side has the sticky on it. Let me show you. Hopefully you can see this. So this piece of the tab has the adhesive on it. This piece on this side does not. I'm not sure why it's like that. If it's shaped like a tab, it should go like this. I don't get that. So based on how they have the adhesive, it will have to go like that. That's weird. So let me see if the next one is that way. Yeah, it is. So I don't understand why that is. I'm just gonna stick that right there. Let's check these. I guess it doesn't matter on these and they're not, I scratched that off. It's not like a real paper. It's like a plastic thing. Let's see, I kind of messed that up, and it'll smear if you use a gel pen. Let's put that one aside. So they're not paper. So I don't think you're really supposed to write on these, or if you do, you would probably write with a ballpoint or a Sharpie. I don't know. I don't use page flags enough to know. All the ones I've ever had were made out of paper, but that is what they look like. So I have no experience with this. Let's put this one up here. I mean, but they do work. It's just that this one is throwing me off. I don't get it. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know in the comments. Explain it to me, because I don't get it. But I'm going to snap that in there, and it fits nicely in the planner, or journal as they're calling it in the Dollar Tree. Okay, I think these got damaged in transit back home, but this is a 24-piece set of watercolor pencils. I think I broke a few. I think it got smashed on the way back. So, but this is what they look like. I'm going to take them out of the package. You get 24, and we will experiment with these. So I'm going to have a lot of testing to do, but this is from Dollar Tree Plus, the Dollar Tree Plus section. They were $3 for 24 pencils, and there is the information. So this is what they look like. I'm going to have to go get me a few storage containers for these. They smell like crayons. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal. $3. We'll see how well they perform. I'm not an expert on watercolor anything, but I kind of know what I like, and I kind of know what to look for. I also picked up these for $5, and looks like one of these is broke too. Just one of the ones from the back. What did we do to damage these on the way home? All right, let's cut this one open. I don't think I'm gonna take these out since this case isn't beat up, but again, I need to pick up some pencil storage boxes. So here we go. These are color pencils. Let's see how hard they are. I know y'all don't like seeing my little raggedy scrap papers, but they're not hard at all. And there's 70 color pencils with a nice range of colors. I'm a little bit impressed. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if they blend very well, but that may also be because I'm using a paper that doesn't have a tooth. There's no texture on the paper, and color pencils work better with a paper with a tooth. I always get the hot press and cold press confused as far as which one has a tooth to it, but I don't know about the blending part of it. But other than that, you don't have to apply very much pressure to get the pigment down on the paper. It's just regular the regular pressure I would use if I was coloring something. These don't smell like crayons, and it has a couple of metallic pencils in here too. It has a silver and a gold. You got a white. Got really a nice range of colors, I think. Again, we will play with these more in the future. This looks more gray than silver. I see very little shimmer. Here's another scrap paper to test the metallics on. Again, I'm not applying a lot of pressure, just a little. So that's what those look like. I think that's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I also picked up this stamp set. I'm not sure if I have this one already. I don't think I do. This is one of the ones that they came out with earlier in the year when I first found the clear stamps, and they didn't have this one. So this is Here For You, Be Happy, Take Care, Sending Happy Thoughts. It has this ornate bicycle with florals and curly cues and things like that. And then it has this greenery or floral piece and a few small flowers. So 9 pieces, Crafter's Square. I can't complain about their stamps. I think they're pretty good, especially for $1.25. I don't know how they stand up over time because I haven't had any for a long period of time, but so far so good. If you saw my recent short at Dollar Tree, they've already started putting out Halloween items at one of the stores I shop at. I was able to pick up some of these rub-on transfers from that section. I think these were available last year, not 100% sure on that. But I picked up 2 of this design. These are rub-ons, not stickers. So I like that. And then I picked up this one. I don't usually do the cutesy Halloween stuff, but I think I might do a little more cutesy this year. So this is more gothic, dark Halloween to me. And then this is with the orange and the way the pumpkins are. It's just a little more cutesy tootsy. I don't know. Anyway, that's the way I look at it. And that is everything from my latest Dollar Tree haul, shop with me, browse with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And you may be interested in this other video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.